Hi friends, thank you for coming back to my kitchen and visiting me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you very much. Today I am going to make chicken enchiladas. This is the second time I have recorded this because my mic decided it wasn't going to connect. I thought I had pretty funny content too. Oh well. I have 2.6 pounds of chicken thighs. I don't have the chicken breast meat because I did not realize I didn't have any. I should have bought that chicken breast when I was at Costco. That was a good deal. I know that now, but at the time, my brain was not functioning. I've been other places and I'm like, I'll go back Friday and hopefully they still have that sale. Hopefully, please. But anyway, I put a packet of this on my frozen chicken thighs and I stuck them in this Instapot Rio Mini. Daddy got me that this week. I'm so thankful because I got that big one and then I had Chris's little one, crock pot. But the crock pot doesn't do a quick meal. You know, that's an all day slow cook meal. I need to get this dinner started. So I've got it in there with a cup of water and it says that with chicken it is 15 minutes per pound to pressure cook. So I put it on there for 40 minutes because it's almost 3 pounds, but not quite. I have the fajita sauce. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't. I'm going to have lima beans and some Mexican rice. That's the other one, Mexican rice. I'm going to cook that because Mommy absolutely loved it and she wants me to cook it again. I said, yes, I will cook it. So I'm just putting it on it. A cup of water, just so I can get that broth in there. And I am going to lock it and pressure cook it 40 minutes and start. It's ready, I think. Look how tender this is. It's pretty tender. There. I got almost 2 cups of broth there. Some of this got a little bit of the fat in it. That's okay. If you're picky about the fat, you can pull all that out if you want. But easiest way to do this is with a mixer. Voila, shredded chicken. Makes it much easier. I have these green chilies and I'm going to put those in there. I'm also going to put some of my enchilada sauce in here. Not a whole lot. I'm going to mix that up. And then I want some of my cheese in there as soon as I figure out how to open it. How do you open this stuff? It says simple ingredients, but not adult friendly packaging. Let me see. I don't know how much of this I want in there. But I do want some of it in there with my chicken. It's like a cheesy chicken enchilada, which sounds good to me. Let's see what that's like. It smells really good. Yeah, that's good for me. I'm trying these. It's not the normal stuff, but I was looking for a wrap in my area. In my area, I had a hard time finding corn wraps. So I found this at Costco and I thought, I'm going to give it a try. But put those back there. And I'm going to put here. I'll put a little bit of enchilada sauce in my dish. Scoot that over. This is a great value enchilada sauce. I have an extra can in case I need more. But I'm going to put this down. And I am going to roll these up. And lay them in here. I could probably put a little bit more in that. Let's see. Ooh, that might be a little bit too much, but we will see. There. There. Oop. Hopefully these turn out really good. It's my first time making enchiladas. And like I said, I looked everywhere for the corn tortillas. And the only ones I could find were the little bitty round ones like that. I'm like, that's not what I want. I wanted something bigger. So got this. My husband's watching a show and it's got animals on it squealing. I hope these do taste good. It smells delicious. And like I said, I have never made enchiladas before, so I might be completely messing this up. But I guess we can always say Rhoda style, because that's about what most of my food is my style. I don't like this, but I like that. Make it your own. And with me being gluten-free, I really have to find something that everybody loves that is gluten-free. Because it's too much to try to fix two different dinners. It's hard. So I try my best to fix stuff where everybody can be satisfied. And so far, nobody has noticed that it's been gluten-free. My parents don't notice. They just love it. They think it's just delicious. My husband said it doesn't taste bad. And those are the people I worry about most, is my husband, my grandson, and my parents. All right. There's that. I still have some sauce left over. Let's pour the sauce on there. Good. I was worried I'd have to open up that other jar or can. I'm glad I didn't have to. This looks like this will be good. Good. Awesome sauce, or awesome enchilada sauce. So I got that. Let me put some more cheese down. I'm just gonna. If you all don't want this much cheese, don't put this much cheese on it, but I want it cheesy. My oven is set at 350, so I'm going to put this in there until it's good and melted. I'm not going to let this enchilada, the little bit that's left, waste, because I mean I still have some left, and because I made so much, I am going to put the rest of this in a freezer bag and have it for another day. Never know, might need a quick meal for mom and dad or something. I want to taste it though. I am rinsing my rice until it runs clear. Now I just got to let it sit here and drain for a few. My dishwasher's running, so I'm sorry if you hear that. But in my Instapot here, I'm doing this Instapot first time I did it on a stovetop, so this is new to me. You'll know whether or not you need to do it. I have my Instapot on saute. I've got 1 tablespoon of oil in here, and in here I went ahead and I put in 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, but I did not put in all that salt. I maybe put a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. I don't want that much salt. I have enough in the bouillon. And a pinch of oregano. That's everything here. And then sitting here on the side, I have 1/3 cup of tomato sauce. Okay, this is going to splatter a little bit because it's still draining, but here we go. See if I can get you closer here so you can see what's happening. I'm going to put my rice in. Sorry about that noise. But put your rice in there. You want to brown this. So, I want to brown my rice up. The last time, they always say you're supposed to wash and rinse your rice. And I did not do it last time. And I know why that they say to do that, because it turned out a little bit on the mushy side, but it had delicious flavor. But the mushiness was like, yeah, it wasn't as fluffy as I wanted it. Ooh. And I also have 2 cups of that chicken broth that I got out of my Instapot. I'm going to add that to my rice. Yeah. Brown this up. I've been wanting to do it with the Instapot. That way I know if I can do it or not when I'm out on the road. Some of you may not know, but my husband and I are planning on taking a big trip this year. And I want to know what meals I can cook in my Instapot and in my air fryer out on the road in our van. So I've been practicing a lot cooking with these, because we don't want to eat out all the time. You know, that's a lot of money. that you don't want to waste for someone else to prepare your food. And sometimes I just like my own food better. And now that I have celiac, I found out I had celiac disease, it's better off me not getting a flare-up while we're out on the road going across country. I don't want that to happen. But I will keep doing this until my rice is golden brown. And it looks like it might take it a while. Because it wasn't dry. It was, you know, it still had some water in it. It's wanting to stick. When I didn't wash it the first time and I just dumped it in there, that's a good thing about it. It didn't stick. It actually stirred a lot easier. I guess if you give yourself some time and make sure it's thoroughly drained. I ain't got time for that. I need to get this meal ready and take it down to Mama and Daddy. They both told me they're hungry. I like to at least get them fed before 4:30, and it's almost 4 now. You want to keep a close eye on this because your rice can burn pretty quickly. That's the only thing. So I don't want to leave it. The last time I made it in my Dutch oven. And it got pretty hot in my Dutch oven. I don't think this will be anywhere near as hot. May not look like it, but it's starting to get like a golden brown. So I'm going to take all my spices that I had and I'm going to put that in here and get those browned up. Get the flavors of those oils, or the oils getting those flavors opened. I'm going to add in 1/3 of a cup of tomato sauce. This smells delicious, guys. Oh my goodness, friends, it smells so good. Okay, and I want to deglaze it a little bit with my, well, cook that for a moment. Okay, now I'm going to deglaze it with my broth. It's got little chunks of chicken and stuff, but that'll be alright. You want to make sure you get all the burnt bits off the bottom. Not burnt bits, but all the stuff off the bottom. Because you don't want it to turn into burnt bits when you start cooking your rice. I think I am going to add 1/2 cup more of liquid. There. Just because I don't trust it being 2 cups, I guess. After I stop this. Put my lid on, make sure it's locked. I have a rice cheat sheet here, and it says only 3 minutes for a cup of rice. So I'm doing it 4. Yeah, I'm going to do 4 minutes because I follow my cheat sheet and I don't trust it being in there 12 minutes. I think that would burn it because you put it in there and then you let it come down by itself, you know. We will see. If I messed up, you will know. Well, I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Anyway, I'm trying my rice out. It's not as fluffy as I thought it would be. I think it's because I added the extra half a cup of water. Note to self, do not do that. It's got good flavor, but I'll have to try it again with the Instapot. The flavor is delicious, actually. But as you can see, it's not as fluffy as I would like it to be. And I think it's due to adding that extra half cup of water. Butter beans. Beans, beans. Good for the heart. Beans, beans. Make you want to do stuff you don't want to do. I forgot that I had my mic on. Well, you heard my little song. And doo-da-bop, now it's all gone. Lord have mercy, I'm full of it. But not of the beans yet. Woo. All right, get Daddy's plate. Get him some beans here. Well, I'm gonna make a mess of these. I don't want to make a mess of them. There. All right, there's Daddy's meal. Ooh. Well, she said, just give me rice, Rhoda. She can make a meal out of just the rice. But I'll have to make her some enough. We ain't got enough for all four of us if I do that. A little extra cheese. There's our meal. You can see that. The enchiladas, the rice. Of course, Mommy wanted a lot of it. Lima beans and baked or fried beans. Let's see what this tastes like.
The Palmarines not only survive but thrive in the desert, thanks to these techniques. And their ingenuity doesn't stop there.
It's got really good flavor. It tastes good. I'd rather have it with the corn wraps. I will continue to look for those. But it does have good flavor. And if you all make it, make sure you use the corn tortillas. I think that would be awesome. But that's all I got. I'm going to deliver this stuff to Mama and Daddy. And we are going to eat. So until next time, God bless you all. I love you. And I will see you again.